Okay. Really? All right. What is cracking, YouTube? How the hell is everybody? Alright, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Mine was fantastic. Hope your guys' was too. I do hope you guys got some time off. So today, we are back on Taheton County from DR Modern, and well, we are back in November, and well, we got a lot going on today. So we're going to be doing a little bit of jumping around today. It is just me for right now. But we've made a few revisions that I do want to take care of. Just leaving a new customer's mowing job. So that'll be kind of cool, along with helping out a few things. So look, first and foremost, I do want to talk about the channel, do want to talk about a couple of things there, and then of course along the way, we will talk about the server. We'll talk about this playthrough, and I'm going to be taking a high risk, high reward decision. And I will be quite honest with you, I don't have any advisors. I don't have people to really, guide me on if this is what's best for the channel or not. It's really myself, my guys that are on here, and you guys. And that's really it. So this is all going to depend on you guys, if I'm being quite honest with you. And look, I got the notification over the holidays that we have reached 15,000 views total, which has blown me away. So I do want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. I never thought in year one of this that I would be reaching even that level. But look, all it does is it truly, in essence, makes me want to work even harder for you guys. And I can't wait to show you guys what's on the way in 24. But this decision it is really going to be based by you guys. And I'll be quite honest with you. Look, I'm an adult. I've got, things to pay for and all that. So I don't really have the best computer. I don't really have, I don't have the best equipment, and I'm not trying to have the best. And the thing that I will never deteriorate from or really move away from is the fact of who I am and really why I love doing this. This is something I have a passion for. This is something that I enjoy doing because I enjoy coming on here. I enjoy chatting with you guys. And that's really how this all began. And not only that, yeah, of course I do have my own type of deal regarding my job that brings to here, which I enjoy the hell out of. And there's going to be some big things that are going to be on the way for 24 that I really cannot wait to get into. But this decision comes by way of really, in essence, this server. I am the type that I want to put a lot of time and a lot of effort into this. I don't, like, half the time, if I'm being quite honest with you, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. If I'm being quite honest with you, like half the time, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And so, my whole point is that you guys really get to dictate this channel. You guys dictate what comes on here, what does good, what doesn't, which is why I say you guys are the real MVPs. Excuse me. My whole point, though, is that I want to put more time and more effort into this. I don't want to do just tillage. I don't want to do just the same things in essence for every stream. So over the holidays, my tower took a poopy, if you know what I mean. And so I came to the decision that everything that is on the channel right now, that is going to be moved. I am going to make a playlist, and basically that is going to be all the stuff from the beginning. And look, I know I can get better. I know I can. And trust me, I'm going to find a way to get better. I am. Because I do want to do better for you guys. So, with that said, I am going to move all of that stuff to a playlist. And some of the early stuff I may delete. We'll see. But we have put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of time into this server. So this is going to have, this playlist is going to start with this live stream in particular. Then, as we move along, we are going to branch off of this episode. And this server has many opportunities. And so that has really helped me, in a sense, with coming up with different playlists, different everything. So I am going to, this is basically going to be a tiny reset before we head into 24. Now, it probably will not get done until 24, but the fact of the matter is that very, very simply, I hope you guys are still going to be along for the ride. I mean, this is not just going to be a simple series. No, this series is going to be branched off of not only in this map, but in other maps as well, because of how many series there truly is within this that we have going on. Like I said, to start the day, leaving that farm down there, as we're going to be doing some lawn care. We're going to be doing a ton of different things, and so look, it's time for the ramp up. I've got some days off coming up as football season winds down, and look, it's time to lock in, and it's time to go to work. And so I'm super excited. I hope I get to chat with you guys. I'm hoping to be able to do more live streams. I'm hoping to be able to do like double streams, to have one going on the computer, one going on my phone, for whether it be Instagram, whether it be Facebook, whether it be whatever. Because as you guys very, very well know, I pride myself on being different. This channel, as I have said plenty of times, and will continue to do so, this is not just an average farm sim channel. No, this is really, in essence, this is farm sim along with my job, my life, all sorts of different things. So, look, to really just have you guys understand, to me, this is, I think, the best decision to make, because of, look, you know, you get better with time. And so, messing around here on, you know, last night on here, on the server, it really kind of was like a little bit of a light bulb for me when that went off, and I kind of just said, you know what, I'm going to come on here, I'm going to start the stream with that, and look, you know, I hope you guys understand, man. And I'm hoping, you know, I'm really hoping, one of my big goals that is set for 24 is, yeah, I want to be on here a lot more, and obviously with life and work and all those certain things, obviously that affects it. But listen, as I said, I have you guys and the guys on this server, and that's really what it comes down to for this. And so I don't have any guidance. I don't have any, you know, advisors. I don't have any of that. And if I'm being honest with you guys, which I usually am, 99% of the time, usually 100% of the time, it's very simple. Yeah, it's really dictated by you guys. And so, I hope you guys are along for the ride, and I do want to say thank you again for all the love and support and the views. Like I said, I got that notification over the holidays, and I was in complete shock. I didn't really expect that. And all that does for a person like me is motivate me. It motivates me to do more. And so, I'm very humbled by it. And I can't wait to share more with you guys. So, again, thank you guys. You guys are the real MVPs. As you guys know very, very well. I appreciate you guys, and you guys are truly my family away from my family, and that truly means a lot. So, but with that said, guys, get into it. We got lots to get into. So look, I hope you guys understand that decision, and we'll see. And I'm really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to this decision and seeing how much it helps everybody. So, the other thing is, I do want to hear from you guys on the whole mining thing. Now, I know that is a topic of debate. Should mining be NFS and all that. I don't really have a take on it. If I'm being quite honest with you, I really don't. But I do want to know if you guys would like to see that. I think that would be fun. I think that would be something to head into the new year. I think that would be something fun. But look, obviously, after the tower took a little bit of a poo-poo, things are going to be reset. And so, it just kind of is what it is. And so, it's a pain, but what are you going to do? So with that said, let's hop into a little bit of baseball, as we need to talk about the Tigers here. And this has truly been a battle for me during the offseason. I saw a report that comes out, and there's truly been conflicting reports all offseason. Tigers want to, in quotations, add another arm to solidify the pen. In quotations, solidify. Well, we went out and got arms. Yet, where are the bats coming from? By the way, who's playing third base? Highly disappointed with the offseason for the Tigers. Look, I really thought they were going to go out. I thought they were going to spend and really make some quality moves to go after this division in 24. I'm honestly, for now, I am sticking with what I said back in early December. The goal for the 2024 Detroit Baseball Tigers is to win the AL Central. Now, obviously, you can't predict injuries, you can't predict any of that. But I am expecting a big, big year from Riley Green. I am expecting a big, big leap from Spencer Torkelson. We haven't gotten that leap from Hutch this year. So is it Spencer Torkelson? I do have another candidate in mind, but we'll get to them in just a few. But as a Tigers fan, yeah, I'm highly concerned. I said it going into the year that, look, very, very simply, the goal is to win the division. I told you last February, the Lions were going to take the NFC North. I told you all offseason, this team is winning a division and winning a home playoff game. We'll get to them in a few. The Wings, it's the same thing. Make the playoffs. And, well, that is slipping away. Now, obviously, they won last night. But I do have a little bit of a take on that, that we can get to in just a bit. Overall, you know, look, this is something that very much highly concerns me. As far as baseball goes. Now, look, I do plan on coming on here when we do our little spring training preview and telling you, look, straight up, goal is to win the division, point blank. So, lot of things to go off of with that. But yeah, I mean, you hear about the lawsuit yesterday. I don't really like the sounds of that. Then again, I still need to do some more research on that. Possibly next week, we will get into that, depending on what information will come out. We are going to have a ton of line to spread. Sweet Jesus. Alright, so a little bit of tillage is done, and well, or just run into the cultivator. That's always good too. Sure, those will feel good. I still have to say, man, I still cannot get over this map. Freaking love this map, dude. It's freaking insane. Alright. I reckon we'll take y'all up. We'll show y'all TJ. And then, reckon we'll get into a little bit of chopping. A bit of chopping some content. Let's hop into the Pistons, as they now had lost 28 in a row. And, well, it certainly wouldn't be on brand Detroit if one of our delusional, cowardly piece of chicken you-know-what wanted to speak to select media late at night on a Friday evening heading into the biggest holiday of the year, being Christmas. Well, buddy, so basically I'm going to give you the point that I am at with them. I'm going to add in a few things, and then we'll go from there. The whole point being is that, look, you've lost 28 straight games. You almost beat, allegedly, one of the best teams in the league, being Boston. The whole point being is, look, very, very simply, Tom Gores is delusional. He is. That article coming from The Athletic was delusional. And I don't say that nicely. It was delusional. Absolutely delusional. And so, here we are, and your team has now lost 28 straight, and I have to hear that, well, don't be mad at me because I do a lot for kids and stuff and things. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. You mean to tell me that you want to talk about charity? You know what charitable people do? They don't talk about, oh, well, I bought a poor kid a fucking bike. They don't do that. Yet, here's Tom Gores late at night. And then, the best part is, he's going to empower Troy Weaver to go shopping. And it's just like, are we really doing this? I mean, really. It's unbelievable. Alright, so, as you guys can see, we have switched up Mr. TJ's quite a bit. I did not realize, and maybe I should have looked into this, but of course me being me, and just wanting to get on here after having the technical difficulties and everything else, well, there is a mod that goes with this shop, so you can change all the freaking colors, dude. It's freaking insane. Love it, though. And then, of course, the beauty. That's what we're calling this. The beauty. The beauty. Excuse me one moment. What are we down here? Oh, that's good. You freaking. Alright. The whole point is River Bottom Customs. Freaking love that, man. Silo is insane. And then, of course, we decided that we were just gonna switch out the shed and put it behind the silo, and so that way we can still have room. Now, the other thing is that we still got to connect some fields as well, and then of course down here somewhere is where we will put the chicken barn at some point. But we still have quite a bit to do regarding that. But yeah, Tom Gorse is going to empower Troy Weaver. The other thing that worries me is that none of the pieces on this roster fit. Thanks, Troy. On top of that, here's the other thing. Does Monty Williams' scheme fit? I'm not one to really worry about scheme fit or this or that, because I'm the same person who's going to tell you, you do what you need to do, not what you want to do. And so, I really wonder about that. We have a bigger ball call for silage, bales, all sorts of stuff. There is some other stuff that we do need to put down here, but we did switch up both cattle barns. We went back to the originals, and so we went ahead and did that. Looks good, looks good. And then, of course, we come down here, we have two silos, or not silos, harvest stores for silage, TMR, hay, straw, silage. You guys know the drill. In fact, while we're down here, let's go ahead and hop on over to my place, and we'll show y'all the revised version of my place, and then we will talk about a few things there, and then we will get to shopping. I know I got to do some bailing down at my place as well. We do have a third person on the server. We will talk about that in just a bit. But other than that, to finish up on Tom Gorse, yeah, I thought it was cowardly. Thought it was very cowardly. I mean, it was like midnight on Friday, heading into Christmas. You're talking to select media members. And it's just like, really? Like, this is what we're doing? Like, oh, okay. Well, whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. So with that, I will talk about two other morons. Well, there's not just two. There's plenty of morons out there. We'll get to them more in just a little bit. But we got a big football weekend coming up. Quick. Lions play tonight. Michigan plays Monday. A lot of good things on the way. So let's talk about Lions. I have a stack for you that we will get into, and I think it's the game plan. I've been saying it all week. Then look, I think Buffalo showed you the game plan on how to beat Dallas. But there's also something else with this game that I think, in essence, will put something into perspective. And then I'll talk a little bit about Week 16, and then we can go from there. So, we do have the gate. There are some things that we do need to fix with that as well. Got a little bit of a driveway now, which we do need to get a mower and get this nice and cut. Get it looking all spiffy while we are at it. And eventually we will change trucks, stuff like that. But for now, looks pretty smacksy. With the old school. But no, I want to know, who do you have more confidence in this weekend? Is it Michigan versus Bama? Or is it the Lions versus Dallas? I'll give you my take on that in just a moment. Pull on in here. Give y'all a little look-see. Talk about a couple things real quick. And then we will get right into it. So we went ahead. We grabbed this silo. Eventually, I do want to add in some bins. We got the good old American pole barn. Good old shed over there. Rocking the gray. Then Legacy, shout out Legacy AG, freaking stellar, 40 by 120. Nice little shed, looking good, freaking dig it. And then of course the house, which is a Patreon mod. We did do quite a bit, switching up the trim, switching up the color of the house as well. And then there was a little bit of a curve back here that had some trees that we cut down. And so it looks super nice. Now we got a lot more room. We can be able to have plenty of activities. On top of that, though, there is an opening way down there, and well, the nice thing is that we own all the way down there, so we have got plenty of room for activities. Lots of good stuff. Let me turn on fast speed for a moment. Take y'all down there real quick. And then we can go from there. Because eventually, what I want to do is I do want to add in some animals and stuff like that. But on top of that, I do want to get rid of these trees down here. I want to get rid of these bushes, end up connecting this field and then this field and make a massive, massive field. And here is where we freaking own up to. Look at that, man. Freaking gnarly, dude. Freaking gnarly. So that is going to be super nice. Now, obviously, we are going to add in some other stuff eventually for my farm, for TJ's, all that good stuff. But yeah, I mean, for right now, we're all good. It's really, we're just getting into the equipment phase, and then we're just taking care of business there. So, let's go ahead, get on back down to TJ's. Well, actually, no, you know what? Let's go ahead and pull the truck up here. That way we can just spin around when we get done, and we'll get into some shopping. Let's get on down here and finish up the silage baling, and then we can go from there. And then, like I said, eventually we're going to get the shop going on this map, which is going to be really, really nice. We're going to be able to go up there and buy some equipment, all that good stuff, be able to talk with different, people and get some demos. I mean, look, there is a big reason why I'm excited for that decision, and this series is a big, big part of it. Specifically because this is so many different series combined into one that we're going to be able to branch out from. And we are going to be able to really, really take this thing to the next level as we settle in for 2024. And obviously, there's a lot of good things and big stories that are going to be on the way in 24. So let me put a ball on the Pistons here. The point that I am at with them, and I think you should be too, and I do think they're going to end the series tonight against Toronto. But look, I think it's gotten to, you have to root for losing for this team. We did it with the Lions when they went 0-16. You know what that created? Changes. You have to root for this team to lose, and then on top of that, see, with that, and when they do lose, eventually Adam Silver is going to wake up from his vampire coffin and is going to step in. And he may not force Tom Norris to sell, but people will lose their jobs. So there's a lot of variables with it. But the fact of the matter is that yes, you have to root for losing because you want change. Because this GM has put so many pieces on here on this roster that it makes no sense. None. And it's almost like they're built not to win. Let me get to this Dallas stat for you. And again, I think this is the reason. I think this is a big key as to not only how Buffalo won, but the fact of the matter is that I think Buffalo showed you the game plan against Dallas. Dallas is at home. You know what I haven't heard anybody mention? You know what the Lions have? in O-line. Lions have the second best O-line in the National Football League. And at many, many points this year have been number one or tied for number one. And that's rivaling the Eagles. That's rivaling Kansas City, which we need to get to them too. It's rivaling some of the best offensive lines in the league. And the fact of the matter is that very, very simply, Dallas is 0-3 when they allow 150 rushing yards. You know what the Lions' average is? 144. Guys, with Michigan, that spread has not moved. I want to be confident, but at the same time, if you watch games, unlike Chris Sims, which we'll get to him here in a moment, the whole point is that if you watch games, guys, you know this is not a great Bama. It's not. And I do think people are worried about imaginary things. Yeah, Saban with a month to play. Great. Yeah, I am. That would worry me. But the whole point is that, guys, here's the thing. My thing being is that with the Lions in Dallas, to me, this is a game where three people go off. Gibbs, Monty, J-Mo. And look, we've seen some positives from J-Mo. We have. Then on top of that, we've seen Jahmyr Gibbs get better and better and better and better. I mean, Christ, the dude broke a defender's ankles in the Vikings game. I mean, Christ, I'm over here sounding like Chris Berman. The guy was just everywhere. Dallas is 7-0 at home. But guess what? You're 6-0 in prime time. The Lions. I want you to think back to 3 years ago. Think back to 3 years ago. And sit there and lie to my face and tell me you would imagine this team at 6-0 heading into Dallas in 2023 to take on Dallas, and Dallas being 7-0 at home. Guys, if you want a heavyweight match, this is it. Now, trust me, I am worried about the fact of that, yeah, they have CeeDee Lamb. Yes, they have Michael Parsons. But you know who I'm putting on Parsons? Penei Sewell. Best edge guy in the league versus our best tackle. Guys, it all starts with the offensive line. Now, with Michigan, guys, I don't think this offensive line is as good as last year. They cannot pass protect. But to me, this is going to be a game where JJ has got to scramble. If JJ can scramble and JJ can make those NFL throws, I do think Michigan takes care of business. But guys, that spread has not moved. And as we know, at many, many points this year, including the SEC Championship, where Georgia was beat by Zombie Bama. Guys, I'm telling you, Zombie Bama is different. Now, I think Corum gets going. I do think they run the ball. I think that's going to matter. Then, Bama has some corners. They have a safety. But if I'm Michigan going into this game, guys, I'm attacking the middle of the field. And then you know what else I'm doing? I am keeping 2 tight ends on the field. Not 1, 2. You can't double everybody. It's the simple stuff. I just want to know. I just want to know where you're at. I want to know who you have more confidence in this weekend.